In 1587, a group of English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, determined to establish one of the first permanent English colonies in the New World. Led by John White, this group of men, women, and children set up camp in what is now known as North Carolina. However, when White returned after 3 years, he found the colony mysteriously abandoned, with no sign of the settlers. The only clue left behind? The word Croatoan. This is the story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke. Roanoke Island sits just off the coast of North Carolina, surrounded by water and thick forests. In 1585, Sir Walter Raleigh, an English explorer, attempted to establish a colony there, but the settlers faced immense hardships and tensions with local Native American tribes. The colony ultimately failed, and the settlers were forced to return to England. In 1587, Raleigh made another attempt, this time sending John White to lead a new group of settlers to Roanoke Island. The new colony was small, around 115 people in total, including men, women, and children. Despite the earlier struggles, the settlers were hopeful and ready to build a new life in the New World. But conditions were harsh, and the colony faced more challenges than they could handle. By the summer of 1587, the settlers were already facing food shortages, illnesses, and tension with the local tribes. John White made a decision that would change everything. He left for England to gather supplies and reinforcements, promising to return quickly. White's return, however, was delayed. Due to the ongoing conflict with Spain, a war that was ravaging Europe at the time, White couldn't return to Roanoke for 3 long years. In the meantime, the colony was left to fend for itself. When John White finally returned in 1590, he was horrified by what he found. The settlement had vanished. There was no sign of the 115 settlers, and the only clue left behind was a single word carved into a post, Croatoan. There were no bodies, no signs of struggle, and no trace of the settlers, just an eerie silence. The word Croatoan referred to a nearby island where a Native American tribe, the Croatoan, lived. White immediately set out to search for the missing settlers on Croatoan Island. But despite his efforts, he found no trace of them. He returned to Roanoke, where the mystery deepened. What had happened to the colonists? Had they been taken by the Croatoans, or had they left for another location? Some theories suggest that the settlers may have been attacked by a hostile Native American tribe or that they died from disease or starvation. Others believe that the settlers might have moved inland or attempted to integrate with the Croatoan tribe, leaving behind only the clue carved into the post. But despite extensive searches, no concrete evidence has ever been found. Over the years, numerous theories have been proposed to explain the disappearance of the Roanoke colony. Some believe that the settlers were attacked by the Spanish, who were also exploring the Americas at the time. Others suggest that the settlers, desperate for survival, may have tried to make their way to a safer location, but died in the process. Archaeologists have conducted excavations on Roanoke Island, hoping to uncover evidence of what happened to the settlers. In recent years, they have found artifacts suggesting that the settlers may have interacted with the local tribes. Some researchers believe that the colonists may have merged with the Croatoan people, but so far, no remains or definitive proof have been uncovered. The word Croatoan remains the most significant clue, but its meaning is unclear. Was it a message that the settlers had moved there? Or was it a distress signal? It's been over 400 years, and we still don't have an answer. The fate of the lost colony of Roanoke is one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. Today, the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke still captivates people around the world. While historians and archaeologists continue to investigate the site, the truth about what happened to the settlers may never be known. Theories abound, but one thing is certain: the colony's disappearance has left a lasting mark on American history. The Lost Colony of Roanoke is a story that has lived on for centuries, a tale of hope, mystery, and disappearance. Were the settlers victims of misfortune, or did they simply vanish without a trace? The answers may never come, but the questions linger on. The mystery of the Lost Colony of Roanoke remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in history. If you have any theories or thoughts, we'd love to hear them. Share your ideas in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more historical mysteries.